So show me what you're doing.
Yeah, so I was trying to go into the over-under.
Uh-huh.
And I got my hands mixed up, and I ended up grabbing in here and had my hand here.
Yeah. So going back to sit down in butterfly real quick. So that position that we were in last week, right, when we were doing this, basically what I'm doing is I'm diving down. So if you're getting caught in a guillotine, one of the things we have to do is we got to bring the head down really low.
Right.
So if I leave my head up like this, you're getting guillotined all day. So when I dive my head in, it's getting down like right in this pocket here. Okay. To protect it. Now at the same time, with the way that I'm doing this move, whatever side I'm putting my head on, that same side I'm going to place my hand. And I want to get the top of my wrist here, the top of my arm, right behind your hamstring, okay? And I'll show you why this is important in just a second.
Okay.
And then from here, this hand will go over top. So what happens is I'll dive in just like this, okay? Now, seemingly, this isn't a great position at first. So here's the idea. One, I'm protected because I'm down here with my chin tucked, so you're not going to be able to guillotine me.
Right.
But watch this. If you try to like stay with me with this leg, you can't because this is here, right?
Right.
And then from there, I can begin to go for an over-under position. And then from there, we were doing this last week where we were going in, bang, dropping in for our double under, right?
Right.
So try that again. So we're here. I'm in a butterfly guard, okay? So which hand are you going to dive under with?
The left hand, so I'm going to left side.
So the left hand is going to palm down, and again, you want to sort of get it palm down right here, and you want to have it right behind this hamstring, okay? Then your chin is going to tuck, and I want you to place your forehead right down across here, boom, just like this. So you're going to get around, okay? This hand, initially, a lot of times I'll grab the back of the low back here, and in some cases, if they're playing butterfly, they might even get a hold of this arm like early, and if they do this, you can dive for this position. It's a good counter to that overhook here, okay? Now get this nice and tight. All right, good. Now from here, you've got to kick this leg back a little bit. So this arm stops me from tracking, because if this arm's, for some reason, if it's loose a little bit, and you kick it back, I can stay with you. See, that's a problem? But if you're tight here, I'm stuck. Now you dive into that over-under, boom, right here. Get your hips a little bit lower then, okay? Right there, and then we can start playing that game. And then at this point, a lot of times if I get to the over-under, come back for a second, I'll go take this hand and go right here, hug the quad, and we can start to step to the side like this. Now, if I push your head offline, right, then we drop to the knees first, so you can get your hand, palm your chest, and then like punch it through and get it down right in there. Now, back step off that, boom, just like that, and then we can shoot our double numbers there. Just like that. That's the idea. And sometimes if you ever have a situation, come up real quick. If we ever have a situation where like, turn this way for the camera so they can see, so you can watch for your own sake later on. Let's say if someone gets a really good overhook here. So like, if they take you here and they grab this overhook really tight, this is a dangerous weapon from butterfly because they can begin to use and pull you forward like this and start to off balance you, okay? So if they do that, you can immediately counter by going to the other side here. And we'll back up here on our toes. And again, if we're ready for it, they start pushing the head off to the side, we shoot the hand back, dive and go. So one more time, try this out. So again, you come up, and let's say I get a good overhook here, right? This happens a lot. People try to use this for sweeping. Palm down underneath here, dive your head in, and then kick back and walk around to the side here. They're gonna have to turn towards you here. Now again, you can start trying to pass it, get your hips a little lower. You wanna be down here. This gives you good drive. If your butt's too high, see how you're off balance? I can easily lift you. You wanna be down low here, okay? Sometimes the leg will be on the inside of yours. That's fine. And then sometimes you'll be like where you were just now, where you'll have the shin across your waist, which is good too, okay? And we can control this leg. But we wanna make sure that we're in a straight line here with our neck, chin is tucked, and we're not too high. Let's lower it down just a little bit more. Just right there, and then place all of your weight right here in the shoulder. There we go, good. Now from there, at that point, now if like for some reason, if I do manage to push your head offline, we drop, okay, hand goes in. Now you gotta do it. You're gonna have to notice where you're at right now. You can see that leg here. If you ever feel this, kick that leg back just a little bit, step over it. No. So step over this one first and then do your back step. So you have to do a little extra work. Dive in, shoot in for it, that kind of thing.
All right.
Is that your question?
Yep.
Cool, thanks Joey.
No problem.